Hey guys, Andrew Berry here for Granite Supplements. I'm back at MI40 doing a chest and shoulder workout today. I plan on probably doing 3 or 4 exercises for chest and then a couple exercises for shoulders. I'm a little beat up. As you can see, I'm a little red. I spent all day in the sun at the Indy races yesterday, and like a typical guy, I didn't bring any sunscreen. So I'm feeling the effects of that a little bit, but I'm gonna muscle through and do the best I possibly can. Come along for the journey. All right, so we're gonna start off with the hammer incline press today. I'm probably gonna do 3, maybe 4 warm-up sets. It takes me a little bit of while to warm up on my first exercise, especially for upper body. So I'm gonna take my time doing that, and then I'm gonna do 2 working sets. One that's gonna be fairly heavy, and then one that's gonna be what you call like a back-off set. And one thing you'll notice is I'll use these pads here for the start of the lift so that I don't have to come back so deep on the very first rep. Because that's what, if you're a little bit older or you have some shoulder issues, it's really hard to get in a position on that first rep. But when I press, boom, now I can get that full range of motion. We're almost there, almost there. All right guys, we just got done doing the incline hammer press. I did about 3 or 4 warm-up sets, and then I did 2 working sets. The first one, called a top set, all out effort. I did, I believe, 10 reps. I like to shoot for that 8 to 10 rep range. And then I like to take a few minutes, do a back-off set where I lighten the load, and I really kind of bring it back to principles of, you know, stretching the pecs out and then contracting, getting my arms to move through the contraction of my pectorals to finish the motion with a hard squeeze. So the back-off set, you use a little bit lighter weight. I think I got like 12 or 13 reps on that one, even though I went about 100 pounds lighter. But that's okay. Again, it was all about the contraction on that one. So with that said, we're gonna move on to our second exercise, which I'll tell you about in just a minute. Hey guys, we're on our second exercise. As you can see, we are on the prime flat press. I really like this machine because I got a great connection to my chest. I just did a warm-up set, and I'm just gonna jump right into my working sets. On this one, I'm probably gonna shoot for sets of 10 to 12. I'll do 2 to 3 sets of that, depending on how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling the pump, the contraction properly. So let's give it a go. That's good. All right guys, so there you have it. We just did 3 working sets after 1 warm-up set on the prime flat machine press. This one I did like a basic, like a 12, 10, 8, pyramid up in weight, added about 50 pounds each set, went to failure on every single one. This machine's great because you get a really good hard contraction on it. It's a safe exercise for your pecs and your shoulder joints. I definitely invite you guys to give it a try. It's one of the great pieces down here at MI40. All right guys, here we are on our third exercise. I'm doing a cable chest press. In my younger years, I would have thought this was kind of an easy exercise, or, you know, kind of take an easy way out. As I've gotten older, I've really come to appreciate the contraction and the pump that I get out of it without having to use a lot of weight. And, you know, main thing with chest pressing is you want to bring your elbows across the midline. You want to bring your elbows together. It's not just about moving weight from point A to point B. And I feel like this cable setup really allows you to harness that feeling. So I'm going to do probably 1 warm-up set and then 3 working sets here. Yeah. All right, so just did 3 hard working sets on the cable chest press. Like I said, the main thing on this one is a great contraction. I'm not trying to move heavy weight on this one. I'm just trying to get the full stretch into a full contraction on the pecs. Kind of like if you were to do a hit a side chest and how you're contracting, or you're doing a most muscular, how you're getting a nice contraction out of it. That's what I'm looking for out of it. So with that, we're gonna move on to one more exercise for chest. We're gonna do some type of pec fly and really just stretch the chest out now. I like to finish with something that's gonna stretch the pecs out. So follow along, we'll get there. All right guys, moving on to our 4th exercise. I wanted to use my favorite, the Cybex pec fly machine, but that one's taken right now. So I'm gonna stay in the cable curl area and we're gonna do some cable flies. So, So, I don't need any warm-ups on that one. My chest is all plenty warmed up. I'm not really worried about injury at this point. I'm just jumping right into 3 working sets, somewhere in that 10 to 12 rep range. And my goal here is to really stretch the pecs out now. I've loaded them up with blood with the other 3 exercises. Now I want to stretch them out and get a really nice hard stretch. I'll probably finish the last exercise or the last set with an extended stretch of about 10 to 15 seconds to really, really get the pecs stretched out as much as possible, okay? All right guys, so there you have it. That was my 4th exercise for chest today. Finished with a deep stretch on the cable pec fly. I did 3 working sets right in the 10 to 15 rep range. The last set, I held it for about a 15-second deep stretch, really stretch those fibers out. I'm gonna move on to some shoulders now. I was supposed to do a little bit of arms today, but my elbows are really acting up, so literally what I like to do typically is I'll either do arms or I'll do shoulders, and today I'm gonna lean towards shoulders just because they're feeling a little bit more fresh and my elbows are really tight. We'll get you an arm workout next time though, okay? All right guys, I'm gonna fit some shoulders in today. I'm gonna start off with some cable side laterals. I got these really cool monkey wraps here my buddy made for me. They fit right in the palm of your hands and you get a nice little grip on them. They're really easy on the wrist. So I'm probably gonna do 3 or 4 sets of 15 to 20 reps. Four sets of side lateral raises, just your typical side lateral raise. I like doing them on the cable machine. I feel like they make my elbows feel a little bit better than when I do them with dumbbells. So it's just a smoother exercise. But now I'm gonna move on to an upright row. I'm gonna set that up and you'll see that done in just a minute. I'll probably do 3 sets of 12 to 15 on that as well, okay? My second exercise today, I'm gonna be doing some upright rows using this cable setup again. Really with this one, I'm just trying to get my elbows up high. I'm trying to protect my shoulder because when I used to do these with a barbell or dumbbells even, I used to get some aggravation in my shoulders and elbows. I feel like using some softer tools like this much more efficient, and it just kind of saves some of those rigid angles and takes some of that pain away. So I'm gonna be doing 3 sets of 15 on this one. All right, guys, last exercise today. We're gonna just do some regular dumbbell front raises, nothing crazy out of it. I'm just gonna do 3 sets of 10, all right? All right, guys, so that's it. That's the last exercise for shoulders today. Just some very basic, simple front lateral raises. Nothing special about it. 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Kind of capped them off nicely. We're good, we're spent. Hey guys, I just finished my chest and shoulder workout here at MI40. Had a great workout. I gotta say that recovery really got me through today. I was dragging a bit, and I'm glad I did 2 scoops of recovery, 2 scoops of highly branched cyclic dextrin, and 2 scoops of the creatine. Anyway, for exercises, I did the hammer strength incline press, I did the prime flat press, and then I did another press using the cables. I really like those 3 movements in particular for the contraction that I get. I finished my chest workout out with some cable flies, really working on getting a stretch in that last exercise. Moving on, I did some shoulders. It was a short shoulder workout. I did some cable side laterals, some upright rows, and then just finished with some old-fashioned dumbbell front raises. So all in all, it was a good workout, a little bit on the shorter side for me, but it got the job done, and I'm happy to get out of here and get me some Granite protein ASAP.